Hello, I'm Kiran Kumar from Nature of Physics. Today topic is collision applications, coefficient of restitution, freely falling body, total distance traveled by freely falling body, time taken by freely falling body on the smooth floor. Student, please do like and subscribe our channel Nature of Physics. Watch full video student, you will get clarity. Total distance travel and total time taken. Before that there is a coefficient of restitution E, considering a freely falling body of height h, and it is collided with initial velocity u1 to the floor before the collision, and after the collision the velocity of the floor is remains constant, that is u2 dash is equal to 0, v2 dash is equal to 0. h1 is the first rebound's height, h2 is the second rebound's height, and h3 is the third rebound's height, up to so on. hn is the nth rebound height, student. And velocity also taken first after reflection, means first rebound's final velocity of the first body is minus v1, and here minus v2 second rebound, and third one minus v3, up to so on minus vn. See there student, here initial velocity of the body is 0, so that potential energy convert into kinetic energy. After the collision the body is move upward direction, here negative sign considering, so initially m1 mass ball moving downward direction, after the collision upward direction, here negative sign represent opposite direction of motion of the ball, student. Okay, now I am going to find E is the coefficient of restitution, that is v2 dash minus v1 dash divided by u1 minus u2 dash. In this value is replacing, so E which is equal to 0, this is 0 v2 dash minus of minus v1 divided by u1 minus 0, student. So now I am getting here E value which is equal to v1 divided by u1, student. And continuation step, here v1 which is equal to E into u1, student. Similarly we can write v2 which is equal to E square into u1, and v3 which is equal to E cube u1, and v4 which is equal to E to the power of 4 u1, up to so on vn which is equal to E to the power of n into u1, student. This is velocity, first rebounds velocity upward direction after collision, v2 second rebounds, v3 v4, up to so on, nth rebounds velocity, final velocity of the ball after the collision. Okay, and also next step we are going to discuss, that is E which is equal to basic equation v1 divided by u1, considering, student, so that v1 which is equal to root over 2gh1, see student, vertically upward projection body, so that root over 2gh1, and u1 value is writing, that is downward motion like a freely falling body, 2gh. Here E which is equal to 2g is get cancelled, that is root over h1 divided by h I got, student. And next step, E square which is equal to h1 divided by h, student. Okay, cross multiplication, that is h1 which is equal to E square h, student. Okay, and I can write here h1 which is equal to E square h, and continuation step h2 which is equal to E square whole square h, and h3 which is equal to E square whole cube h, and up to so on we can write hn which is equal to E square whole to the power of n into h, student. So this value similarly I wrote, student, from the basic equation. Okay, so that now we got the h1, h2, h3 up to so on hn. The values I am going to replace in the total distance traveled by the body, student. For this I am considering total distance traveled is taken as d, student. D, which is equal to, first it is falling downward direction ground, so that is taken as h, and next one here raised to height h1 and fall downward direction, so distance is a scalar quantity, that's why taken h1 plus h1 is 2h1, and second rebounds also upward direction h2 distance, downward direction h2 distance, that is 2h2. So next 2h3 up to so on we can consider, student. Okay, and next to distance d, which is equal to h plus 2 into h1 value is, that is e square h, and 2 h2 value is e to the power of 4h, see student, e square whole square, plus 2 into h3 value is e to the power of 6 into h, so on, student. And then d, which is equal to h plus 2 e square h is common. Okay, so that 1 plus, this value is 1 plus here e square, and this is e to the power of 4 plus e to the power of 6 up to so on, student. Okay, and next step we can write here 1 plus e square plus e to the power of 4 plus e to the power of 6 up to so on, this is equal to 1 minus e square whole to the power of minus 1, students. Okay, the value is replaced in the above equation, and next step we can write here, this is d, which is equal to h plus 2 e square h into, this value is 1 minus e square whole to the power of minus 1. Okay, student, and d, which is equal to h common, student, 1 plus here 2 e square divided by 1 minus e square I got, student. Okay, next LCM, that is d, which is equal to h into 1 minus e square plus 2 e square divided by 1 minus e square, student. And here I am getting d, which is equal to h into 1 plus e square divided by 1 minus e square. Now I can write, this is equation number 1, student, velocity, and nth height is taken as equation number 2, student, and this is taken as equation number 3. Okay, student, and continuation step, here we got total distance clearly step by step including diagram and also explanation. Okay, and continuation, next step is total time taken I am going to find, student. So total time taken is capital T, which is equal to downward direction time taken is t, student, and here first rebounds height time taken t1, and downward direction also time taken is t1. Because of vertically upward projection body, time of ascent is equal time of descent. So here also time writing t2, next one is written t3, and this is taken as tn, student, clearly represented. So first freely falling body time taken to reach ground is t, and second one 2t1, so sum of time of ascent and time of descent taken, next 2t2, next 2t3, next up to so on taken, student, and t1 t2 values replacing here the basic equation for t, which is equal root over 2h by g, student. So t, which is equal to small t is root over 2h by g, see from the first, and next one First rebound's height is 2 into root over 2h1 by g plus 2 into root over 2h2 by g plus 2 into root over 2h3 by g, student, up to so on. Okay, student, now I am going to replace h1 value. h1 is equal to e square h, h2 is equal to e to the power of 4h, h3 is equal to e to the power of 6h, and hn is equal to e square whole to the power of n, student. So that time taken t, which is equal to root over 2h by g plus 2 into root over 2 by g into e to the power e square h. First one is h1, e square h, student. Okay, and next one 2 into root over 2 e to the power of 4h by g, student. Next 2 into root over 2 e to the power of 6h divided by g up to so on. So that t, which is equal to root over 2h by g plus this value is 2 e square root of get cancelled, that is 2h by g plus 2 e square root over 2h by g plus 2 e cube root over 2h by g plus up to so on, student. Now t, which is equal to root over 2h by g is common, and before going to that, root over 2h by g plus here 2e root over 2h by g is taken common, student. That is 1 plus e square plus e cube plus up to so on, student. Okay, now t, which is equal to here root over 2h by g plus 2e root over 2h by g, this value 1 minus e whole to the power of minus 1, binomial expansion, student. I can write here 1 plus e square plus e cube plus e to the power of 4 up to so on, taken as 1 minus e whole to the power of minus 1. Okay, student, and next step I am going to write here t, which is equal to root over 2h by g also common, that is 1 plus 2e divided by this value is 1 minus e square, student. Okay, 2h by g taken common, remaining 1 is there, numerator 2e, and this value goes to denominator, student. So we got this equation and taken t, which is equal to 2h by g into 1 minus e square, sorry, I did mistake, this is e only, student. Okay, so that 1 minus e plus 2e divided by 1 minus e, student. So finally I got here t, which is equal to root over 2h by g into 1 plus e divided by 1 minus, and also we can find the average speed, student. So I can write average speed v average, which is equal to total distance divided by total time taken. Average speed, bar not represented, this is speed, student. This represent speed. Okay, now the values are replacing, wait a second. So v average, which is equal to total distance value, how much we got there, h into 1 plus e square divided by 1 minus e square, student, whole divided by capital T value, how much we got, root over 2h by g into 1 plus e divided by 1 minus e, student. And continuation step I can write like this, root over h square divided by 1 and 2h by g, student, Okay, see there, h square and h is get cancel, and this numerator value is 1 plus e square divided by denominator is 1 plus e into 1 minus e student, whole divided by 1 plus e divided by 1 minus e student. Okay, here a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b I wrote. Okay, this minus value is get cancel student. Now I will get here v average which is equal to root over gh divided by 2, that is numerator is 1 plus e square, denominator is 1 plus e into 1 plus e whole square student, 1 plus e whole square. Okay, rewriting here root over gh divided by 2, that is 1 plus e square divided by 1 plus e whole square student. Now I can write this is equation number 5 student. And also next step we can write here, that is average velocity v bar avg. So for displacement, upward direction displacement positive, downward direction displacement negative, h value get cancel, plus h minus h. Even h2 also, upward direction displacement h2 positive, downward direction negative. So that displacement here only we are getting h, that is initial position freely falling body only. Remaining all are get cancelled. Displacement is a vector, upward direction positive, downward direction negative, divided by remaining value is total time taken t student. So that we are getting directly, that is v average bar which is equal to root over 1 second student, root over gh divided by 2 into 1 minus e divided by 1 plus e. This I can write as equation number 6. Please do like and subscribe our channel Nature of Physics. Thank you.